I just thought of something that pissed me off, and I'm having a rough day. I'm having a rough day. I did not go to sleep at all last night, and even if I did, I sure as fuck don't remember it. And I finally have a sleep schedule where you see me talking during daylight, so that's good. But people are pissing me off. My ex-Liam wants to get me an apology gift, and he's not responding to me. The braider who I want to get my hair done by, she's not responding to me. The job I am gonna be starting in 3 fucking days, their HR team, I asked them about dress code and a bunch of other important shit. They have not responded to me. And now guess who I'm thinking about? The other nigga who hasn't responded to me. Like, even this one dude who I thought, ooh, I could hang out. Like, I found a great place. Like, the unemployed dude, I was like, oh shit. This place is like, I found a spot in my area that does a buy one, get one for $1 with, like, crepes and mimosas and shit. I was like, this is a good place. And this nigga's been dying to take me out. So it's like, and now he wants to be a slow fucking texter? Fuck him. Like, nigga, I messaged, like, it's been like 30 fucking minutes. I think that's too fucking long. So now I'm pissed, and now I'm thinking about Mitchell, because I guess that's a sign that you haven't fully healed from a person, is when you think about them when you're distressed. I'm gonna say this. Mitchell is a fucking hypocrite. We already knew that, but I'm gonna say it extra intensely. He's the type of man that told me that he finds it pathetic when women don't like, or specifically when anybody, they don't have kids or reproduce. And yet he fucked me up so bad that now I'm trying to dissenter men. I'm trying. And I know you're like, to me, didn't you just say like a few seconds ago that you were trying to go out with crepes with a guy? One, I don't like this guy, so that's different. Or at least not. I like him enough. He's cool. I'm down to hang. Two, I didn't say I was succeeding. But still. Mitchell is the type of guy to be like, I remember he was like, I think it's so pathetic when people don't have kids and that it's so selfish and they're just lonely little pathetic little losers. And he was going on his little soapbox rant. And then when it was my turn, I said, I don't know, I'm fine with that shit. Like, I'd personally be fine not having kids and living alone. And he looked at me with such rage and disgust and heartbreak in his eyes. And I remember I just said, yeah, what's your issue with it? He said, what? Someone's just gonna fucking post and be like, ooh, look at me, I'm traveling. Like, who cares? Who cares that you're traveling? Fuck you and fuck your traveling. The way Mitchell talks is very obscene. I see why we got along very well. And I said, I feel the opposite way. But he's respectful when it comes to me. Amen. Even though you could, like, he has the funniest, Mitchell has the funniest face. He's just like, like, he does that exact face. But what he did specifically, I remember I told him, I was like, I'm personally fine with it. Like, I could just have a fuck ton of cats and just be happy as hell. I want to be an old lady who just has a bunch of gemstones and cool stories and has a nice koi pond and a huge house and a huge backyard. Just happy as hell, minding my business, like reading books all day, playing with my pussy all day, no pun intended, and just like, fuck yeah, charged up vibrators, always cooking, always baking. I'd still be like a fucking wonderful figure in the community, of course, in the neighborhood. Absolutely. But I don't feel the need to like have kids to be happy. I feel like I could do that without. And I remember he was like, "You of all people, you like." I remember he kept that up for like the rest of the day and several days after. But he was like, "You of all people, you need to have kids. I beg of you, please, please, please. I want you to get married and have kids. You of all people need to have kids because there needs to be people on this planet who are like you. You are empathetic. You are beautiful. You're very smart. You're gorgeous. You're intelligent. You're stunning. You're very funny and you care about other people and you have a heart and soul and you have a good head on your shoulders. We need people like you to reproduce for the sake of this fucking world because there's too many people on this planet who are way too fucked up. And we need people like you and we need more people like you to offset that." And I remember I thought to myself, that is an extremely sweet sentiment and extra wild because, bro, oh my god, well, we already know he love bombed the shit out of me and had a breeding kink and all that stuff. But let's just say, I find it so funny how he was like, "You of all people absolutely 1000% need to have kids and be married, and I will be so heartbroken if you don't because we need more people like you." And then next thing you know, it's like, "Oh, I also don't see you as like wife material or marriage material." Like, yeah, sure, I was acting so obsessive and possessive. Yeah, I know. I was acting like that ring I got you was a real engagement ring and taking personal offense if you weren't wearing it for even a moment. Yeah, I know I was saying all types of shit. I'm like, you would make great kids for someone else. You would be a great wife to someone else. You're cool. You don't, like, yeah, I said you were special, but you don't mean that much to me. And then, yeah, simply put, it's like, it's like you're, He fucked me up so bad that it's like, how do you want me to reproduce and get married and shit, but then you're also gonna be like, hey, I just love bombed the shit out of you, and then acted like you were meaningless. I think you are good enough to only bust nuts in. And even then, I don't truly even like you that much. That's disturbing. Shit like that makes kind of solidifies why I would be content with just having a vibrator and a bunch of cats and some parakeets and a big nice empty house without like a C-section or stretch marks or an episiotomy. Simply fucking like shit like that. Cause I want to avoid evil niggas like that. Like you're gonna be like, I encourage you to have a family, kids, and a marriage. And then you're gonna be like, but not with me, even though I've been leading you on the whole time to make you think I wanted that. Not with me though. Be easy. Playing fucking games. Yeah, so fuck Mitchell. He's that's hustling backwards. Just Jesus. Like, thanks, Mitchell, for traumatizing me so bad that instead of me going, oh, yippee, maybe real love does exist, and maybe I actually would be an amazing parent, and maybe I could one day have an amazing husband or wife or whatever, I'm just fully like, I'm gonna decenter men. I'm just watching endless videos of Maine Coon kitties and looking up vaccines and shots I can get to try to remove my cat allergy from my system. Because I personally never want to deal with someone like Mitchell again. Like, congratulations, Mitchell. Your fucking attempt to try to bring me to think, ooh, joy to the world. I can bring blessings and trust love and reproduce and be happy and all that. Nah, he was a terrible, terrible lesson to live truly for yourself and no one else. God damn. I wonder how he'd feel knowing that he ended up causing the exact opposite of what he preached to happen. Because now it's like, okay, cool. Now like, because of him, a lot of shit happened where now I'm officially a misandrist. I don't really care about men anymore unless they're giving me gifts. And that's it. Aside from that, I will just be a happy ass lady collecting gifts from men and doing her thing. Bye.